Welcome back.
Welcome back. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Jessie Lynn's Ribbons. And
Cobalt's Corner.
Together, we are
us.
I don't know why we do that.
It's a thing now. I don't know.
I don't know
how long it'll last, but it's a thing.
It's a thing. Do I even need to tell you what I'm drinking? No, probably not. But it's cherry 7-Up, 0 sugar, obviously no caffeine. He's only drinking his water. I am changing this out today, so I'll have a different one next time you see me.
Take a guess which one it'll be.
What color? Take a guess what color.
Drop it down in the comment section below.
I'm not getting up. You don't have your drink.
I know. I didn't do it on purpose.
Okay.
Because I just had one. So I had my emotional support soda while I was cooking, so I didn't want to have another one just yet.
So he's been very dehydrated lately, and he's not going to admit to that. Anywho.
I'm not admitting to that at all.
I'm eating probably what you...
Your favorite meal.
My favorite meal. And there is something in our foods. Both of our foods. Well, this food and this food.
Yes.
And again, I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. But I can say is we really, really do enjoy it. And I actually look forward to telling you guys soon. So, or again, maybe you already know. And this is just after the fact, since we're pre-recording these, so.
Time warp.
But I can't wait for you guys to find out what it is because it's actually really good. Like, you would be shocked, but it's actually really, really good. So, I'm having my usual shrimp pot stickers. No, they're not as burnt as usual. John didn't like the way it looked on camera. And then...
I thought that they looked better this way. I'm happy with them this way. They're pan-fried properly, in my opinion. No, she doesn't like them as much that way, but that's just my 10 cents.
Yeah.
Soapbox.
And then I have my rice. So, do you want to look? Just so you know, if you can't see when I show you, the camera is actually really far away. So, yeah. And my choppy sticks. These actually go to my ramen bowl. Me and John have ramen bowls, and these came with them. I've never used them, so if I flop, then I'm sorry, because wooden ones I can use, these ones I can't, but you can't really see them on my shirt, so we're good. All right.
And then I have
it looks like nastiness.
Wow. I have biscuits and sausage gravy, and then my tater tots.
His tater tots. You can put yourself on
Yep.
it.
And as always, I have my for my potatoes. I have my Royal Mates bourbon barbecue, or what is it? Brown sugar bourbon. I almost said bourbon barbecue.
It is.
It's brown sugar bourbon.
Oh, I didn't know it was brown sugar.
Yeah. Gives it this like nice sweet little.
I just don't like how dry it is, just chilling there.
Well.
You're not dipping it in anything?
I'm gonna use my gravy. Yeah.
I'm a dipper, so like I have to have something to dip in. Well, I mean not with this, but I used to dip these in soy sauce, but whenever I was on steroids for my chemo, it made me swell up. I mean, you remember, it made me swell up so big. I'm finally starting to slowly get my shape back. So, don't think I didn't see you peek at me in the other videos. Don't be peeking.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw him. I watched it.
Ready? Amen. Amen.
Amen. Stop. That's not funny anymore. You know,
He's watching.
You'll go down there instead of going up there.
It's not true. I am praying. I'm just being polite and respecting your moment of silence.
Yeah, but how do you know when I'm done?
Because I have a third eye.
I want to know what you're saying when we're off camera. I want to know exactly what you're saying because there's no way. There's absolutely. These are really long compared to my right, aren't they?
That's what she said.
Shut up. No, seriously. Compared to the wood ones I use.
I think they may be like an inch longer, but
I don't know. I actually don't know if I can do this because these are heavy, and they're long. Oh my gosh. Okay.
You can do it.
I can do it.
You can do it. So what's on the docket of discussion today?
Your butt. The weather. Our weather is freaking insane. What was coming through?
I feel like I'm in North Carolina again.
North Carolina.
So
We had so many tornadoes.
So for those of you that don't know, across the United States right now, I almost said U.S., United States, starting about in the Midwest, there was a severe storm that was crossing from east to west, or no, west to east, and there was a lot of tornadoes, and a bunch of folks ended up passing away and stuff. But it started to get into our local area this weekend. So, yeah.
I don't watch the news because it gives me really bad anxiety. So, obviously he does though. But I didn't know that. You didn't even tell me that. Well, I guess for anxiety reasons. So, like, right now, my mom's getting hail, rain and thunder, and they have a tornado watch. So, at first she said warning, and I started panicking, and she was like, and then I'm like, you mean watch? She's like, yeah, I meant watch, sorry. But here, we're getting rain and wind, so I'm hoping that nothing gets knocked out.
Yeah, they're saying it's supposed to be upwards of 50-mile-an-hour winds.
Winds are stopping.
Around dinner.
Okay. So obviously, no, this is not dinner, because this is my lunch food.
This is my I'm happy and I want to eat food I like food. And I'm not going to feel bad. I eat all sorts of different food at different times throughout the day. You know, so do you. And, you know, we like to do things our way. You know, if we're going to eat, we want to eat food that makes us happy.
Right.
So why do you have to be restricted to breakfast food is only for breakfast time? No, you don't. Why do you think they invented brunch?
I will say, confidently, that there will be a different food on this table, probably tomorrow. Sorry, guys.
Ooh, she's working.
Shut up. So there'll possibly be a different food on this table as of tomorrow, maybe. We'll see. Because if we drive up to a certain area, then we always get food up there. And it's a food that actually someone requested in one of our lives back when I was still in chemo. So if you can find the video, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, unfortunately, it didn't pan out the way it was supposed to. But
I mean, it happened. It's just something unfortunate happened because of chemo side effects. So, but now it doesn't happen.
So we got some pretty big plans for this weekend. You know, we got a lot of stuff we got to get going. We got videos we got to make. We got, you know, we got to get the house ready. Get to get the house clean. You know, what we realized last night, and we were sitting up late last night, you know, doing our own thing.
Yeah.
But we realized that time was flying a lot faster than we had ever expected it. Like, we didn't think, you know, her lumpectomy was as far behind us as what it actually was.
Because now I'm 2.5 months.
Give or
post,
take.
Yeah, give or take post lumpectomy. And right before my lumpectomy surgery happened, we kept talking about how, oh, it's gonna, you know, it's gonna take forever. I'm like never gonna heal. Is it gonna be, you know, it's gonna be horrible. And now, I don't remember most of that time. And here I am now, you know, give or take 2.5 months later, and I'm like, that was quick. That was very quick. No, chemo didn't feel quick, and it was not quick.
Chemo was not a fast process.
But healing, like from surgery, that happened quick. I mean, it should have lumpectomy. You should heal quicker. I'm a very slow healer, so we expect that with the double mastectomy, but
that also wasn't just because of your counts either. Like you've always been a slow healer.
My whole life I've been like that. I've always been sick.
Well, there's a sick in the head.
I was not sick in the head. I was actually sick, though. I mean, I was sick in the head, but no, I was just sick.
Oh,
But we
man.
did find out that even without chemo or anything, that I've always had a low neutrophils. So that explains why I've always gotten sick my whole life. So I'm gonna get tested for like autoimmune diseases and all that type of stuff to find out what's actually going on with me, because something's obviously going on, and now we know something is going on. We just don't know what.
So, I know that I have a couple ideas of things that I want to do. And we talked about it, you know, in a previous video. Or maybe it's a future video, I don't know. Things that we want to do to give back.
Mm-hmm.
So, like different volunteering type activities.
Yeah.
Can you name like 2 or 3 things that you would like to do as like a, you know, a volunteer thing or a community service thing to, you know, to give back for, you know, all the kind things that we've received during the course of this journey?
I mean, I would like to help out at the infusion center if I could, where like you walk around, you bring snacks to people, you make them smile and laugh. I'd love to do that. And then we talked to our priest before, and we had asked, well, John had asked, like, what can he, during the time that I was going through stuff, what could he do to help out with the church if there's anything? And at the time, there really wasn't too much, because I mean they were covered, and so the only thing he really could do was just extra prayers and stuff like that. So I know I'll definitely be doing that, and we stay like on the prayer chain, so I'll be doing that. We even talked about just as a family going in down to little shelters and helping out with all the animals, which is, that's aside from, you know, this journey, but just in general doing that. What about you?
I'd like to, you know, maybe look into volunteering with some of the charities that helped us.
Oh yeah, well we talked about that one.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about it, but we did.
Yeah, I know that I want to do that. It's important to me, even if it's just, you know, donating a Christmas present to, you know, a child in need, something like that. I want to do that.
Yeah.
I'd also something, and I'm kind of biased on this. I'm sorry, but I kind of want to go and volunteer at a therapeutic horse farm.
We talked about that. Yeah,
I've never ridden a horse.
I've touched a horse once.
I have pet a horse when I was younger.
We lived near horses. We never went near them, really. He touched one once, I touched one once. But we never actually rode them, and we lived near them back when we were kids. I think that'd be really, I would love that. And I know Blue and Red would love that.
So, those are something, and because I think that, you know, therapy animals are a huge deal. If you haven't seen it yet, there's a video on the channel about a very tragic incident that happened in our local community.
Yeah.
They brought in a lot of therapy animals to the hospital to help, you know, with everybody that was dealing with what was going on. And it was amazing. It was a great support and help.
Small dogs, big dogs.
Yep.
The big dogs scared the crap out of me, but they're all so sweet. And they really do, they help. I mean, not to jump, but when I was in chemo, they had brought this little dog over. Not too little. He was like between small and medium.
Yeah.
And he sat on my. I was really, really tired that day. I was really nauseous. Wasn't feeling good. He was super hyper, like in a good way. No, I'm sorry. Her name is Jules. She was super hyper, but like in a good way. And she got put into my lap, and within maybe like 5-10 minutes, she was yawning and kind of like, you know, making like this funny noise. And I wasn't tired and I wasn't nauseous anymore. And it was like, she like distracted me, and it was like she took it on, and it was amazing, and they really do help. So I love that. So I didn't mean to steal that. I just wanted to tell you that.
No, it's a great example of how, you know, they work.
Yeah.
You know, so that's something that I would really like to do. I'd like to give back in those ways. And I mean, we've talked about a bunch of other ones, you know, along the ways. Like, I know it's something you want to do, you know, in the future, maybe not in the immediate future, but in the future is you want to volunteer at the NICU.
I don't know if they still do it, but back in the day, they would let you. I apologize, I have food in my mouth. They would let you hold the babies, like they would screen you everything else, and if you passed them through the screening, they would let you hold the babies so they had skin to skin.
But I'm sure that they would still, take volunteers because, I mean, you got families that are up there and they're going to need help and, having somebody to talk to or even help feed the babies while mom's trying to sleep.
Yeah. And then when I had kids,
we have children?
I produced too much milk. And obviously they test your milk, make sure it's okay. And they ask the parents of whatever child, like whatever baby's in the NICU. And if they say it's okay, then I was able to donate. I donated my breast milk to, it was 4 or 5 different babies because that's how much I was producing. Because my son was in the NICU for 2 weeks. And and I just overly produced. It wouldn't stop. And but yeah, I got to donate to that for that. Obviously can't do that anymore, but there has to be something that we can do, even if it's like, we need blankets or we need, whatever, like then we can help out. That's always been a passion of mine, just because my son was in the, NICU.
Yeah, you rambled on there
Can
for a minute.
you eat slower? Like I eat slow.
Honey,
Yes.
there's a difference between slow and ancient. If I do it to you, it ends up being bad, huh? No, we got a bunch of things that we are going to be doing. You're going to see a bunch of recorded videos. They may not be premieres. They may be premieres. It's all going to depend on our schedule.
How I feel.
Because being honest, I'm going to be working. I have school, the kids have school, and, then she's going to have doctor's appointments and taking care of you, at home, that I may not be able to be on things if we're doing a premiere. If there is something coming out and I can do it, I will absolutely be there. I love to interact with you guys. I think it is great.
You may hear somebody in the background, and if you do, that is our Graham. She's going to be coming up. I don't know if we mentioned it in this video.
We didn't mention it in this video.
She's going to be coming up for a few weeks and to help out with John, morally, like mentally. Just
my emotional support human.
Yes. And so she'll be here. So when we say we have to clean up, it's not because our house is messy. It's because we have to get things in order to make our studio and office a bedroom for her.
Yeah, like I'm going to take my work desk out of the office and move it into a different room. We're going to put, an actual bed in there, not a couch. So that she has, so she has her own space where she, can watch TV.
Dresser, all that stuff, yeah.
So that's going to be good.
We already mounted the TV for her because she needs her TV.
Oh, there is something about that I need to talk to you about. But
okay.
I remembered it and I didn't want to forget.
If it's the remote, I have it.
Nope, I have it. It's already taken care of. I stole it.
You took it back?
Yes.
That was mean.
I
was going to put this cover on it because we have covers. Like ours is green.
Oh, that remote. No, I didn't take that one.
Oh, okay. Because I wanted to put the blue case on it. It glows in the dark. That way if she drops there, she can't see it. It's blue. It glows.
Yeah. But there's that. I'm going to do my best to go live on my days. I'm gonna have Jessie, because I don't know how to do it, put a post in the community tab with our schedule, and
I'll show you how to as well.
Okay. Then this way, everybody's gonna know the plan. Plans don't always happen according to plan, but that's the goal.
Yeah.
Of what days we're gonna put out what, and then this way you guys are also aware as well. And I'm gonna try and go live on my days. Because I want to interact with you guys. I want to, there's some gameplay that I want to do, and if I can't do it because of, schedules or whatever, then I will record and have a video put out on that day. What, I don't know just yet, but I'm going to do my best to try and finish one game at a time. I know that it's irritating for me if I don't get to finish something. It just bothers me. So like I have, Ghosts of Tsushima that I'm playing. I also have a couple other games that are
Baldur's Gate.
Well, I haven't restarted that yet.
Yeah.
But I do want to start a series of that. I want to finish the Mortal Kombat.
He has a 9111 game.
I do have a
9111. He's a 911 game.
Yeah, it's a police simulator game. But that's pretty cool. You get to see sort of different aspects of type stuff. So there's a bunch of things that are in the work. I just need to get the time to sit down and do it.
Then I wanted to, on the offside of that,
Ooh.
I wanted to say thank you to everyone who said happy birthday to me yesterday. Also all my breasties, you know who you are. Big Eye Appetite, my Nene, thank you. Desi, all my friends and family that's from Facebook, my private Facebook. Thank you, that meant the world to me. My mother-in-law, thank you so much. Like, that was very kind of you. Especially your boyfriend, tell him thank you as well. Graham, I love you, Graham, thank you so much. My mom and dad, my brothers. So it was, yes, and Susan. So thank you all. It truly made my birthday amazing because like I said, I didn't really want to celebrate it. So that in and of itself, I can't talk.
In and of itself.
Yeah, it made my birthday perfect because I didn't want to do anything, and we didn't. He followed what I asked. We didn't do anything. I just wanted to relax.
I actually didn't.
Chill.
I got you a card.
Yeah, he got me a card. The kids made me cards. They were all like beautiful, and he made me cry. But other than that, they stuck to what the rule was. I just didn't want to celebrate this year. So everything that you guys said was it was really beautiful. And I just want to thank you all. Family, friends, everybody. Thank you. So with that, I don't know why I'm full. Okay, I do know why. I had some,
She had some snacks.
I had some sour cream and onion chips. And now I'm full. And I didn't tell John that I had that while he was cooking because I was waiting because this takes time to make, obviously. And so now I'm actually like really full. I will not waste it. It will go in the fridge and I'll eat it later. And we'll put it in the air fryer.
Yeah, they're good in the air fryer.
They're really good in the air fryer.
Oh, I wouldn't know you would.
Well, when you redo it, like reheat it up, air fryer, best way to do it.
Crispy pie.
Yeah, but I'm full now. So we're going to let it be. But I hope everyone has a great day or great night, depending on where you are. And if you're having bad weather, stay safe. And everyone stay blessed.
We'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
All right.
Now, it's the blooper time. Blooper time. Okay, I am not you. I do that to you.
No, you do this.
Yeah, because I squish your head. I pop you like a pimple.
I was being a duck.
I'm thirsty as shit. Sorry, you have to hold on because we're blooping it right now and I'm thirsty. Drink your water before you start complaining. I'm hydrated, Jess. Or dehydrated.
I was like, that's the opposite of what you mean.
I'm dehydrated, Jess.
You missed.
Bye, guys.